Bob Dylan, the Nobel Prize-winning icon whose music redefined American culture, is often celebrated for his poetic genius, lyrical brilliance, and fearless refusal to conform. From Blowin' in the Wind to Like a Rolling Stone, Dylan gave voice to a generation and earned a place in the pantheon of great artists. But beneath the accolades and mystique lies a story far darker than most fans realize, one marked by inner turmoil, devastating loss, personal isolation, and an ongoing battle with identity. The man who spent his life reinventing himself has often done so to escape the weight of fame, disillusionment with the world, and perhaps even himself. Born Robert Zimmerman in Duluth, Minnesota, Dylan's rise to prominence was meteoric. By his early 20s, he was hailed as the voice of a generation, but Dylan rejected the label, resenting being turned into a cultural prophet. The pressure to live up to that status weighed heavily on him, and he often lashed out in interviews, became reclusive, or disappeared from public life altogether. Many forget that Dylan suffered a near-fatal motorcycle accident in 1966, which he later described as a turning point not just physically, but emotionally. While some believe he used the accident as an excuse to retreat, others close to him have said it was a legitimate breakdown, a moment where Dylan realized he could no longer carry the burden of being everyone's answer. Throughout the 1970s and 1980 seconds, Dylan's personal life spiraled in ways rarely discussed. His marriage to Sarah Lones ended bitterly, with custody battles and emotional fallout. Dylan, who had 5 children, often distanced himself from his family and friends. He admitted to feeling emotionally hollow during that period and struggled to find meaning beyond his fame. His records became inconsistent, his tours erratic, and his behavior increasingly unpredictable. Behind the scenes, he grappled with depression and identity confusion, even dabbling in evangelical Christianity in a very public and unexpected religious phase, another sign of a man searching for spiritual grounding amid personal chaos. Perhaps the darkest truth is how Dylan's genius often isolated him. For all his influence, Dylan has long been described as an enigma impossible to truly know, even by those closest to him. His shifting personas, from folk hero to electric rocker to reclusive elder statesman, weren't just artistic choices. They were shields to protect a deeply private, often tormented soul. In one rare moment of vulnerability, Dylan admitted, "I've been misunderstood all my life. That misunderstanding, and the loneliness that came with it, has shadowed his every move." Even as he aged and accepted honors such as the Nobel Prize in Literature and unprecedented achievement for a songwriter, Dylan remained distant. He didn't attend the ceremony, sending a speech instead. It wasn't arrogance. It was consistent with a man who has spent decades running from the spotlight, even while standing in it. His songs remain powerful, but the man behind them is a figure shaped as much by pain as by poetry. In the end, Bob Dylan's story is not just one of musical brilliance. It's the story of a restless artist haunted by expectations, alienated by fame, and endlessly in search of truth. That pursuit has cost him dearly, and it is that hidden cost that makes his legacy far darker and far more human than we ever realized.